tales galore. Oh, taste of stories, spinning yeast and grain. Mr. B goes round the world again. So if you like, then stick around. Cheers to the nights we banished all our fears. Mr. B will raise the bar, you bet. With every pint of tale we won't forget.
Hello, happy Easter Sunday. Hope you've had a good day, a good Sunday. Unusual for me to be doing a live, especially on a Sunday. But I thought, why not? It's a bank holiday Monday tomorrow, and I wanted to shout out another brewery from the Isle of Man, kindly gifted to me by Slurpy Dave and the gang. I'll call them the gang. There's lots, there's too many to mention. Them chaps I met up with the other week who was on the canal. And yeah, I wanted to give them a shout out. Cheers, Simo. Nice to see you in there, mate. Cheers, Slurpy. Cheers, Mr. Wilson. It's great to have you all here and watching this. So, I asked Slurpy if he could get me some information about Kerroo. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Kerroo Brewing Company. And it's a very new brewery in the Isle of Man. And one of the chaps with Slurpy is the dad of the owner of the brewery and the head brewer. But he did send me some information, but also he sent me some information about the Manx Pure Beer Act, because the other night when we did the Isle of Man beers, we're having a discussion about what is, what can be included in their beers, a bit like the German Reinhanks, the Gebot, which however you say it. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So he sent me some stuff and his understanding of it, and which I really appreciate. And it says, no brewer shall use in brewing, making, mixing with recovering or colouring any beer or any liquid made to resemble beer, or have in his possession any article, ingredient or preparation, whatever, for as a substitute, and it's underlined substitute, for malt, sugar or hops, no mention of water or yeast. So he's basically said it's the substitute for malt, sugar or hops. That's the bit that you can't be doing with. But on the Isle of Man, you can use other things. Oysters. Bushy's doing oyster stout. Bushy's Bramble Ale. Odin's oyster stout. Odin's Isolation IPA using Noah's bread, according to Untapped, is put here. So they said the laws were loosened a bit in 1999. And also, let me just get this right because I'm reading this off this document. It says here, the island has enjoyed a long tradition of beer brewing, and Pure Beer Act of 1874 is still in force. It requires that nothing is substituted for malt, sugar or hops unless approved by Tynwald. And I think Tynwald means the Isle of Man government. So I just wanted to clear that up before we get into these beers, because these beers will have other things in there and it's not breaking the purity law. Just let me catch up on here. Saying hello to everyone. It's just people saying hello, which is fantastic. So, Kerroo Brewing. So we're going to be doing Wave Sweeper. Hopefully that's coming up on camera. Oh, I'm going to be messing about with this again out of here. Wave Sweeper is a forage seaweed stout coming in at 4.7%. Then I'll follow that with, it's called Lal Brishi, but I'm sure in the document it sent me, is that going to focus? It's a fruited saison, 5%. There's a way of saying that, Brishi. I'll get to that when I come to the beer. But a little bit about the brewery. So Kerroo Microbrewery and Tap Room are run by Nick Scarf and Elizabeth Townsend in Port Erin. A lovely seaside town on the southwest coast of the Isle of Man, which is serviced by the ancient steam train to the train station, which is a stone's throw away from the brewery, arriving from the capital, Douglas. They're a very young brewery, and having just had their first birthday last month on the 8th of March, you've got a tap room which holds 60 customers inside and similar outside. On the find out, it's not bad, is it? 120 folk. It first opened on the 8th of March 2024. Obviously, it's been open a year, which was apparently International Women's Day as well. This theme was celebrated by Kerroo and has been celebrated once again this year on Kerroo's first birthday in March 2025. There are occasional visits by food trucks and live musicians. Tap room certainly helped with cash flow before the brewery side became operational and continues to be an outlet for their own craft beers. The tap room currently opens each Friday and Saturday evening, 5 till 10, but summer it may extend their opening hours, which is fantastic. They don't sell spirits. He says here, we're a freaking brewery, aren't we? That's brilliant, isn't it? The brewery itself became operational a few months later, once the permissions, infrastructure, utilities such as electrics, plumbing, cooling were in place, and control panel and brew kit became commissioned, allowing them to produce their own craft beers. Oh, sorry, because I missed a bit there. The tap room only sold beers, wines, and ciders from small independent breweries before that. The brew kit is a 1,000 hectolitre smaller mash tun, 1,000 litre copper, and 3 1,000 litre flat bottom fermenters. I think when they're saying flat bottom fermenters, and they've got 1,600 litre unit tanks, a flat bottom like an open fermenter, so they can do cask. If anyone's in here about that, I'm just to confirm. I think that's what. So they must be doing cask as well. You may say that. Nick's background in brew start as a keen home brewer. I love that. Supplying his beer to very grateful family and friends. He was previously an accountant, but wanted to try something more exciting. And when he met Elizabeth, they decided to take this forward and open a brewery. Elizabeth also has an interest in beer and its production and has now undertaken the mentorship program with Women in Beer UK. They are both keen to support inclusivity and Women in Beer UK. They now serve all their own beers, brews with occasional local guest beers, ciders and wines, but also occasional treats from the UK. Right, so I'll get on to the next bit because I want to crack this one open. I want to get into the stout first of all, the Wave Sweeper. Forage seaweed stout. And also, Dave, haven't you done a video on this? Because I know if you go and check out Slopey Dave's channel, he's done a visit to the tap room and a video with Nick and Dougie. And I'm sure, did you have the seaweed stout then, Dave? Was that one of the beers? I'm looking forward to this anyway. So, beer going in the glass. That looks decent, doesn't it? That 4.7 as well. Decent enough coming out of that can. Hopefully you can see that. Let's get a bit of a head going. Mrs. B sat next to me. Mrs. B's on the gin and tonic. Let me just show you that. I cannot. And there's a bit of a story behind the beer as well, which is fantastic. We'll get to that. So, forage seaweed stout. So the seaweed's going to bring some salinity, isn't it? Saltiness, and maybe minerals to the beer. Let's get the nose. It just smells like a really, really, really good stout, if I'm honest. Been recently having stouts and getting lots and lots of like vanilla in stouts. And again, I'm getting it. That smells fantastic. It's got a chocolate note. It's got a caramel note. It's got a roasty note. What do you go on, Mrs. Let Mrs. B have a.
Let the professionals.
Yeah, let you have a little. Put the have a sniff. I'm addicted to seaweed. Think I need help.
Roasty.
What's this? I saw a mermaid smoking cannabis. Think it was a seaweed. Oh no. Slurpy's video. Cheers. Thanks, Simo. This was on cast down the tap. So this was more than likely fermented in them flat bottom fermenters then, Dave, that we mentioned. It's got a little bit of roasty, like a what? Go on, do you explain what you've got there on that nose?
It's like roasty, toasty goodness.
I'm getting a little bit like a smoky note, and it's probably no smoke. There's nothing in it smoky, but it's just that roasted malt that's coming through.
Coffee.
Roasted coffee. It smells apart. Anyway, let's have a cheers, Dave. Cheers, Kerroo, and cheers, lads. All right. Oh, I think you do get some of that. I think you do get something from the seaweed. I mean, you use seaweed in brewing. It's called Irish moss to help clear beers, but this. Oh, I like that because it's different. It feels like it's this is going to sound stupid. It feels like it's seasoned the beer. It feels like it's lifting the flavours are there. I mean, it's got like a medium body, and it feels like that seaweed has just seasoned it and then lifted it. And is it the minerals?
Yeah.
It feels like you got the minerals on the palate as well. Definitely got a roastiness to it. There's no, for me anyway, it's not very coffee forward. Not for me. Would you say, Mrs. B saying coffee? I'm not picking up on the coffee. I'm getting more of that rich.
It's like bitterness that makes the coffee more.
Yeah, so you're getting roasted bitterness coming across like
Yeah.
coffee, like an espresso. For me, it's more of the roasted malt. It's very smooth, low carbonation, which is great.
Weirdly, it feels like it cleanses your palate as you drink.
That's what I think the minerals are doing. I think I'm picking up on the minerals. I really do.
That's nice, that.
Oh, stout goes. Yeah. So let me get this. Let me show you what I'm drinking. Still useless at this bit, aren't I? Stout goes. Yeah, well, you're definitely getting that little bit of hint. You know that something else is there, but it's in a really, really good way. It's really, really nice. Hi, Dave. Yeah, that's a new channel of sub to Dave's Brew Day. Go and check him out. Came from Cheshire Homebrew. Put me onto you, Dave. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. So that smelled. What do you think of that?
That's nice.
It is nice, isn't it?
Like that.
I bet that, like you've had that on cask, Slurpee. I bet that's stunning on cask. But it really is, because
it's not overpowering. It's quite light. You know what I mean? It's not a heavy.
it's just a traditional stout.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's no messing with it. There's no harsh bitterness. There's nothing that you're going, oh, it's not overly carbonated, so that's good. It's just got everything about it, which it's got a nice, long-lasting palate as well. So, what beers do Kerroo do? They do their cores. I think the core. No, what they currently produce are Hey Boy, a New England IPA, hazy pale, ABV 4.5%, a sessionable first quencher, mainly on keg. Hey Boy is a common Manx greeting of people whose name you do remember, but equally used for those whose name you forget or you've forgotten. Porter Erin, an oatmeal porter, ABV 5%, brewed in the brewery's hometown, Port Erin, hence the name. Flagship beer served on nitro tap with layers of deep roasted malt, dark chocolate and caramel. Kerroo bitter served on cask, 3.3%, increasing that to around 3.9% soon. A malty amber beer with some hoppy and fruity and balanced bitterness at the end. And then Manx as a Pilsner style lager, 4.9%. Manx as a Pils gives a nod to a well-known phrase indicating that someone or something is Manx through and through, as Manx as the hills. Cool, refreshing and crisp. I'm actually brewing tomorrow. I'm brewing a Czech-style Pilsner. I've weighed all my grains out, got my hops ready, got my water ready. So in the morning, I will be brewing that as well. So let me catch up on the comments here. One good reason why I like this, because there's no coffee. See, I'm with you on that one, Dave. Mrs. B's getting a bit of coffee. No problem, Dave. No, appreciate it. Yeah, I think you're getting that espresso, that like you say, the bitterness of an espresso coffee. And then we've got these two beers here. They're also working to add an online shop, and it's currently in progress. So let me just share my screen and show you these, what I've got here. So they have got, again, a Facebook. So you can go catch them on Facebook. You can see there's the tap room. You can see that. And lots of food vendors on this Facebook. You see lots of things are open today. So they're actually open today, the tap room. Easter Sunday, 5 till 10. Last orders in about 45 minutes. Lots of food going on and different things. Go and check them out on Facebook. And then also, they've got a little web page. So there's stuff on there, news and blogs. Visit us. I think this is Nick in the background in the tap room. A little bit about the story and where they are. Like I said, they're only young. It's only a year old, so they're still building. So, yeah. So stop sharing. There we go. So that's the information we've got there. So this beer I've got here, let me just, because I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that right, because it's a bit rude if I'm not pronouncing it right, isn't it? Wave Sweeper Manx Stout is a limited edition beer created as Kerroo's entry into Manx menu as an Isle of Man business community's initiative to help stimulate demand and provide valuable support to local businesses. It is created with fresh forage seaweed sustainably gathered in small quantities from the rocky shores under the eye of Milner's Tower on the headland above Port Erin's horseshoe-shaped bay and sandy beach, a 5-minute walk from the brewery. I'm sure that Dave sent me a Milner's bitter tower. Milner's Tower from, was that a Bushy's? I'm sure I've had that. Let's let me catch up again here. Finn, hello. Having a coffee. Don't blame you. Good morning to you. It's nice to see you as well. Crew brewed a coconut banana porter. I had 6 pints and been climbing trees ever since. Morning, Finn, Dave. Cheers, Dave. Lots of cheers going on here. Fantastic. Just grabbing a beer. Right. So the seaweed is added to the mash together with pale malt, Marisotta, and barley, and then Magnum added at the end of the boil as a bittering hop. It's served on cask as well as cans at 4.7%. It's a limited edition beer, so not for long, probably. So there we go. That's the Wave Sweeper. So I'm getting mixed up because the other one I've got to find out how you say it. So the background of the name, Celtic mythology. I'm going to catch me out here. Manannan was Lord of the Sea who had several magical possessions, one of which was the Wave Sweeper, a magical boat which obeyed the thoughts of those who sailed in it and could travel without oar or sail. Manannan would protect the island from invaders by bringing down a thick fog, making navigation difficult. Well, what I can say is that is a lovely traditional tasting stout. That's what I think that is. It's got a nice, like I say, there's a roastiness there. There's definitely some sort of minerals going on the palate, which is just bringing it all together. And it feels like it's seasoning it, which sounds crazy. And it just makes the flavors feel quite bright, don't they? You'd say nice. Bright. Mrs. B's getting a little bit of coffee. I'm more on the side of roasty, sort of caramel notes. Dare I say a little bit of vanilla again, but it's a cracking beer. 4.7%, perfect. It really, really is. Oh, well, hi, Dougie. How are you? I'm a slurpy Easter, Mr. B. And with a gargle of Wave Sweeper, I'll sleep after 6. I know you will. Cheers, Gluggy. Hope you've had a good day as well, mate. The evening, Gluggy. Yeah, so how's everyone's Easter Sunday been? We had roast pork dinner, didn't we? Mrs. B did a lovely roast pork dinner. I'm just going to chat a little bit while I'm drinking this before we move on. So what are people having a drink tonight? Did people have a lovely meal today at home? We went and seen the grandkids, give out Easter eggs, just a normal Easter Sunday, really, wasn't it? Yeah, and then I went to Starbucks went for the coffee, but I ended up having what did I have? I didn't have a coffee anyway. What's the thing you had?
A matcha lavender iced.
Yeah, matcha lavender iced.
Lavender matcha
tea. And it was lovely. I like matcha tea, but it was with lavender, and Mrs. B's nodding her head again.
I'm shaking my head because no, it was not nice.
It was lovely. A matcha tea with lavender. It was absolutely, yeah.
Drinking the grass and flowers all at once.
Yeah, so this is my first beer of the day, to be honest with you, as well. Flower tea. Mm. It's not flower tea. Mm-hmm. It's lovely tea.
It wasn't.
That's a cracker, that, Dave and Dougie. I know you both had it. It's really, really good. Another chap from, who's this? We got Dave. It's good to meet you with Slurpee and the gang at King's Lock Beer. It was. Thank you so much. It's a lovely day. Is this hangover haze? I'm trying to look at your picture. I'm not too sure. It is, isn't it, Dave? Yeah, another Dave. I always seem to attract the Daves in the chat, which is fantastic. It's lovely. Thank you for dropping in. Take it you've had this beer because it is a cracker. It's just very traditional. Very, very traditional. There's no gimmicks about it whatsoever. That's the good thing about this. There's no gimmicks in it. Looks a nice stout. It is a nice stout. It really, really is. Pork here too. Interesting. Hot cross bun cheesecake from Lidl, which I enjoyed. Now now in spoons. What are you drinking then, David? What are you drinking in spoons? Hot cross bun cheesecake. I mean, I like hot cross buns. I like cheesecake. I can't imagine that coming together. How that comes together. Well, it's interesting.
No.
Can't miss me. Wash my hair later. Wash, mate. It took hours. Yep, hangover hay. There we go. Yeah, it's lovely to hangover haze. I'm having a swally of a Kernel Export Stout. Oh yeah, bloody lovely with a cream egg in the bottom of a glass. It's very topical. Have you honestly done that? Have you honestly put a cream egg in the bottom of it? There's a David Wilson and Simo have got the Vault City cream egg Imperial Stout 14%. So there is something out there. But I love Kernel. I think Kernel do fantastic beers. And I think I've had the Export Stout a few times. I've had the Do an India Porter as well, which is fantastic. Lots of Daves. I know. I always have the Daves. What a difference a Dave makes. Yeah. How good patrons saying it's okay. How good brewery. Aren't they they're a trad brewery, aren't they? How good. David, I think you'd like this, Mr. Wilson. It's just a proper traditional stout. It really, really is. He's doing well, that lad. He's doing really well. I mean, he's a young lad. It's a young brewery. And that would cater for traditional drinkers. So that's a good thing about it. He's not like just going New England IPAs and hazes. He's thinking about the cask and the tradition as well, which is superb. It really, really is. Kudos for that, really are. Got another taste before I finish that because that is nice. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. Isn't it? Very smooth and lovely body on it. There you go. Cheers. Fantastic that. What does it say on the can? Anything different than what I've read? Probably not. No, everything that I've read is all on that can. Ingredients: water, malt, seaweed, hops and yeast. Brewed and canned in the Isle of Man. And should be very proud of it. And it's Kerroo Brewing. Go and check them out. KerrooBrewing.com. Fantastic. Really, I really enjoyed that. That's a good beer to start my day off. I'm going to have a little swig of water before I move on to that saison. And I'm hopefully going to say that name right. I'm going to look before I make myself. There you go. Got it. Got what it's called. Bit of water. Let's catch up with this before I get on to the next beer. Camden Hell's Lager, 4.6%, not bad. Camden Hell's, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I've been telling people the benefits of eating hot cross buns. I'm just raising awareness. Here we go. Finn's laughing at that. And evening, Esco. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you got back home from Wales safe and sound, mate. Well, obviously you have because you're talking to me. Kerroo did a traditional crust. Yeah, I've mentioned that. So it's gone from free. It's actually gone now to the 3.8%. Saying on the notes it was 3.4, 3.3, I think. Sorry. So he's knackered after it. If you gave staff in Brewdog Tower Hill a cream egg, you get a pour of a Vault City. If you gave, that's actually, you know what? That's worth it. That is worth it. 5-hour drive. Yeah. At least you're home now, mate, which is good. Right. Get on to the next beer. So remember me banner. Still getting used to this. So this is the next beer. There we go. Right. So let's say this right. The first bit, I think, is Lal and Dave and Dougie and Dave. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Lal Brescia? Even though it looks like, oh, come on, focus. Try and do that again. There we go. Lal Brescia. Looks like Brescia, but it's Brescia. I think I'm right in saying that. An ancient custom of Yarman was that St. Bridget, Brescia, in Manx Gaelic, pronounced Brescia, could be found looking for a place to sleep on the 31st of January, the day before her feast day. So you must be prepared for her to stay with food, ale, probably a craft ale, and a bed ready. If you do everything right, you might be lucky enough to have her stay, after which things would certainly go right for you in the year to come. So this beer was created just for her. Served on tap and in cans, but was a small batch only, and like Wave Sweeper, a limited edition, so may not be available much longer in this form. And this one is La Brescia Fruity Saison. It's limited edition in style of a farmhouse ale. Saisons are a farmhouse ale. Let me crack this open before I read. Don't want to read too much because I don't want to know too much about that. So a saison to me, saison. Farmers' wives used to brew it, and they used to use things on the land to put into the beer, and that's what saisons came around. So I'm expecting this to be like probably a little bit of a light coloured beer, maybe. Well, it could be from a saison. It could be something like straw coloured. Let's see. Oh no! Oh, it's fruited, isn't it? Why would it be light then, Rob? You knob.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I know. I didn't. I forgot about the fruited bit. I'm getting it all in there. So that looks like blood orange. I don't know what it looks like on there, but it looks like blood orange. When you think of blood orange, the colour of blood orange, it's got like a pinky, yeah, pink and orange mixed. Would you say colour? Little white head going on there. Oh, it smells like it's what's yeast is. Wonder if it sells on Bell Saison yeast or something in that. Smells perfect. It smells like a saison farmhouse ale beer. Absolutely spot on. Mrs. B will not like the smell of this. There you go. Mrs. B, try have a smell on that. What do you get on that? Because I get the when I'm saying farmhouse, I mean hay. How do you spill it? By sniffing it. What did you do? Pour it into your nose. I didn't ask you to sniff it. I said, smell it. It's got that lovely, it's hard to describe a saison aroma. It's farmhouse, a little bit funky. You just know what it is. Belgium style, like aromas to it. That's the best way to describe it. So let me catch up on some of these comments before I dive into that beer. Seeing a few more folk who've just said hello. Hi, here's Mark. I know Mark's had did you have anything more than the Murphys today, mate? I know you had a Murphys earlier on. Yeah, David, it's a fantastic stout. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. On the Bears go, enjoying chats, all good. Hope you all good time away. Hey up, young Mark. Yeah, young. He's not young, Dave. He's well old, Mark is. Absolutely. That picture was him 40 years ago, sat in a truck. That looks horrible. It looks like juice, doesn't it? It looks like red grapefruit. Red grapefruit. Good God, think I'd stick to the bitter. Was this not one for you then, Slurpee? It's not one for you, this. It's not that bad, Mark. Doug, have you tried it? Saisons are great, Mark. They really are. They're always a refreshing beer. That's the whole point of them, though. It's supposed to be a refreshing beer. And the story goes that it was made for the workers on the farms in France. And, during the day, they can go and have a saison beer and it keep them going for the rest of the day type of thing. That's a bit of, story behind it. Yeah, it just smells like a saison. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, Mrs. B. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Dougie. Cheers, Matt. Cheers, everyone. And cheers, Kerroo. Sweet. That reminds me of something. Has that got raspberries in it? Raspberries. It's got a real raspberry taste. That tastes like it's got a bit of that slight salt, that mineral. Is that the Manx water? Is that the Manx water? That slight mineral I can't even say it. Say that word for me.
Minerality.
Yeah, minerality. It's got that to it, but I'm getting raspberry. I don't know if there's raspberries in that. Blackberries. Blackberry and raspberry. I'm getting lots of blackberry and raspberry. It's really, again, carbonation super. This is like a refreshing palate quenching drink, isn't it? Why are you looking at me like that, you dick? Go on. Why are you looking at me all confused? Palate, something that quenches your thirst. Palate cleansing. It just something it just. I've just had that stout, and then I've got. You're a dick.
It's quite earthy, I think.
Oh, you're getting it? Is that from the? Is it what fruit's in this? Let me read it. Let's go back, get some more comments. Two Murphys and a handful Trooper. Oh, yeah, Trooper's all right. Probably one of the best ones we've done at Robinson's. Why are you laughing at that? What's up with you? Gluggy, no, he's not tried it. Probably never will. That would keep me on top bad. No, honestly, get a bit adventurous and try it. Try something like this. Leftover beer, leftover wine for inspiration. No, honestly, just because of that colour, like I say, it's grapefruit, blood orange. I mean, my camera's not picking up the best. For me here, it's like a blood orange in colour. It's really quite good. It really is. Mr. B loves Trooper, Mark and all. Yeah. Welcome, John. Welcome. Hi, Mr. B. Real Ale, Red here. Out with family, so can't watch long, but popping in now and then. The saison has fruit in it, hence the colour. Yeah, raspberries and blackberries. What did I say? I said raspberries.
You said raspberries and blackberries.
That's what it tastes like. It's exactly what it tastes like, though. 100%. Does it say it anyway? That is exactly what it tastes like, John. So it hits it, doesn't it? It hits it. What it doesn't have is that saison. The yeast is there in the aroma, but I'm not getting in the taste. And saisons normally get a bit of a yeast taste, but I'm not getting that. But it's not like, it's not sort of any criticism because it's a lovely beer. It's very refreshing. And it is like raspberries and blackberries in a glass. It really is. Well done. We're not talking football, Dave. We don't know what football is. We only know it the odd time. We can't talk about football. But that's lovely. Let's read. Let's have a read of this on the can. Make sure you pick the right can up. And I'm not going to be doing, when I poured the other bit into Is it going to say anything? It's already got what I've read on that in that information. Is there any information on here? Fruit saison is limited edition in style of farmhouse ale created to celebrate the Kerroo. Did I already say that? Microbrewing Tapman's first birthday, but also linked to the theme of International Women's Day and Women in Beer UK, taking place in early March 2025. I used freshly foraged local blackberries and raspberries, which they pureed and brewed in the Brewzilla 100-litre single vessel brew kit. A Brewzilla. I know about Brewzillas, the brew kits. Yeah. To celebrate International Women's Day, the entire brewery and tap room was open to more than 30 women who were welcome for an afternoon to tour the brewery, learn about tasting and making beer, and collaborating on the artwork for the can label. Fantastic. That really, really is. That is when you think of raspberries and blackberries, it's exactly what that is. It's exactly what that is. It's got low carbonation again, which is great. If I was tasting it blind, I'd just think it was a fruited beer. I wouldn't have thought saison until I smelt it. That's the bit where it stays on. I'm back, Mr. B, just watching the snooker. Let's see. Hi, Twin Monkeys. Hope you're doing well, mate. Cheers to you. Cheers, Twin. There you go. So, Kerroo Brewing, Isle of Man, fantastic. Hopefully I've given you enough information. Go and check them out on Facebook. Go and check them out on their website. They will hopefully be up and running soon with some sort of sales on the website. They are aiming to do that. Hopefully we can get it over here, but maybe that's in the future. I think both them beers are cracking. The stout was very traditional, and then the saison was very modern. So it's like they can do both ends. They can do both ends easily, and like both of them, you're picking out the flavors, which what's in the can. Basically, what I'm saying is there's no messing. It is what it is on the can. Well, it doesn't say about blackberries, but it's definitely blackberries and raspberries forward, and it's superb. It really, really is. I love a fruit sour. Yeah, this isn't sour. It's not a sour. It's just like a fruity beer, but it's going along that way. It's just a fruity beer, but very well brewed. Again, so credit to the lads, the team, and the girls. Now on Cast J Pour Impress, they have a Thornbridge glass too. Is it one you can take home, David? Is it a free glass? Is it a free one that you can just take with you? It's a good price at the moment in the Wetherspoons, isn't it? It's about £2.29 a pint or something, that Jaipur. I've enjoyed them. Cheers, lads. Cheers, Dave. Slurpee. Thanks very much for introducing me to these and introducing me to what's he? Is he the assistant head brewer? Is that right, John? I know you're not watching this now, but assistant head brewer, basically Nick's dad. Oh, that's the other thing as well. Kerroo. There's a name, there's a meaning behind the name Kerroo, and I know it's got to be on here somewhere. They did tell me on the day, and I think Kerroo means quarter in Manx, and Nick is one of the four brothers, so he wanted something that meant something. Here we go. The name Kerroo is derived from the ancient Irish and Manx Gaelic language, meaning a fourth or quarter. Nick, being one of four brothers, wanted this link to family and community to convey the message that working together is better than in isolation. And a word that people could pronounce, as many Gaelic words are difficult to get your tongue around, Kerroo is used in a variety of place names throughout the island. I don't think I've said that before, but that's, yeah. Getting a little bit of gas building up now. But there you go. That's Kerroo Brewing. That's two fantastic beers. Mrs. B, not for you, that one.
No, it's not that I dislike it. It's just not my kind of drink.
Yeah.
But the other one I've drank.
Yeah. You know what's coming across in that? It tastes like a fruited wheat beer as well. That's probably a better description for me. It's got like, it feels like, did you say there's wheat in it? Because it's coming across, I'm getting like a wheat note now. I don't know. But I'm getting like a weakness. Four brothers with sift. £3.10 a pint for that. That's good. That's really good. My wife found Spider in Bath, asked me to take it out rather than kill it, so I'm taking down to the old market in for I'm taking down. I'm taking her out. Head brewer's assistant, get the kettle on, Dad. Head brewer's assistant. 8 minutes past 5. I always forget where you're from. I'm so sorry. Four brothers with 6 different dads. Just tell him, Mrs. B. It's not though. Well, it's not for me. It's definitely a fruit. It's like a fruited wheat beer when I'm drinking it. That's lovely. That's like I say, I've got such a wide spectrum of beer tastes. It's unbelievable. And I just enjoy lots of different styles. Right, so I think this is going to be a short one because I've tasted the beers, I've enjoyed the beers. I've give a shout out to Kerroo. Thank you guys for the lovely afternoon and evening a couple of weeks ago. Really appreciate that as well. Cheers, Dave, Dougie, John, Dave, Keith. I'm going to miss Pineapple. Someone else. I'm missing someone. they were missing. Have I got you all? I can't remember. It was a really good day, and I've really enjoyed the beers that you've gifted to me as well. I've enjoyed doing the lives with them. My next live is in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be Stonehouse Brewery. 2 beers sent to me by Baz, and following that is going to be a live for the Thornbridge Union, 2 Thornbridge Union beers, which I'm looking forward to. I've got the Thornbridge 1838 Pale, and I've got the Thornbridge West Coast IPA, which was a collab with Burning Sky. So I'm looking forward to doing a live on that as well. And I think Simo is going live around about 9:15. So if you want to go and watch some more live streaming, go and jump on with Simo. I'm just going to pass this to Mrs. B. So yeah, thank you all for coming. Cheers, everyone. And now we'll see you, Mrs. B. Do you want to say
Bye.
We'll see you all on another one. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for chatting, and thanks for liking. And I will hopefully be able to do my outro. Cheers. See you on the next one.
Mr. B goes around the world again. So if you like, then stick around. Cheers to the nights we banished all our fears. Mr. B will raise the bar, you bet. With every pint of ale we won't forget. Crafted to perfection every brew. Sip some magic in a world so true. Join the rebel, toast another round. In the stars our joy is truly found. If you like, then stick around. Cheers.